Привет, stalkers, and welcome to today's stream. My name is Starion Costumes, and we are playing KCD2 today. And as you guys see, it's freaking hot in here. Like, I am dying right now. Vorbereitet, ich grüße dich, schön, dass du am Start bist. Im heißesten KCD2 Stream des Jahres, und das genau haben wir heute. Mit 29 Grad Innentemperatur ist das mit Abstand der heißeste Stream des Jahres, und es ist so heiß, dass ich mich einfach heute nicht in mein Vostatech Cosplay zwängen kann. Darum, stattdessen, statt Vostatech, begleitet mich heute der wunderschöne Hans Carpon auf meiner Reise durchs mittelalterliche Böhmen. Schön, dass du dabei bist. Oh, guys, it's way too freaking hot for the costume. I'm so sorry. Usually, you would see me in costume, and I promise to do better, but today, with 29 degrees Celsius, that's like, I don't know, 5,000 gazillion Fahrenheit per eagle square inch. Like, I don't know the American measurements. Sorry. But yeah, like, we're not doing this in costume. Vostatech is lying right there. The costume is there, guys. It's not abandoned. It's just on hold for today's stream because a normal human being cannot make this. Like, sorry. I can't force myself through this. It's basically not possible. But what is possible is actually today's stream. So we should not waste too much time talking about the stream itself, but just jump right into it. Oh man. From the bathhouse so far, we have seen not too much. We have checked out, of course, the blacksmith, because we need to get some decent armor parts. We saw the tailor. We saw St. Barbara. And of course, the bathhouse. Because we don't want to run around like filthy hobos through Kuttenberg. That's a city, not the countryside anymore. We need to look like decent human beings and not like wolves who just came out of the forest. Even though we did, but nobody needs to know that. Robert, ich hoffe, du hattest eine schöne Woche bis hier. Ist es bei euch auch so brütend heiß wie bei uns?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
This horse wasn't cheap, that's for sure.
Ah, verdammt, du spielst es im Hardcore. Was für ein Hardcore-Run spielst du denn? Was ist dein Hardcore-Run? Erzähl mir davon. Jetzt bin ich gespannt. Ohne Karte oder was ist gerade dein Thema? Yeah, I would like to. I would like to, but I can't. Well, really. Warhorse really needs to patch this, but I can give money to beggars. 38, ey, das ist doch eine Zumutung und keine Temperatur mehr. Boah, ey, also kein Scheiß, ich habe heute im Büro gesessen, mich so gut wie gar nicht bewegt auf Arbeit und einfach gebetet, dass der Lüfter seinen Job macht. Also, der Ventilator. Und hat er irgendwie auch.
Whoa, whoa.
Miss Atletta does not wish to be disturbed. Kindly go away.
I think she wants to be disturbed.
Was brauchst du?
I'd like to go into the garden.
Hardcore-Modus. Ah, okay.
Why are you on guard?
Boah, ohne Karte ist schon brutal. Ich glaube, ich würde viele Nebenquests ohne Karte gar nicht schaffen.
That's a very fine sword you have, Goodman.
And so it should be. It was made by my father, a master swordsmith.
Well, you can tell it's perfectly balanced at first glance. I may not be able to see the blade, but the way the hilt is fitted...
Horse just shows up randomly.
It seems you know your stuff, good man.
I'm an apprentice swordsmith.
For someone from Kuttenberg? I'm surprised I haven't seen you before.
No, my master is Martin Menschy from Prague. We're just traveling north. My master wants to deliver a piece in person.
You don't say.
Wow.
Master Menschy is in Kuttenberg.
Wow.
Do you think I could
fucking
talk to him?
lies.
I admire his work, and so does my father.
Of course. Come to the Hangman's Halter Tavern. My master will be pleased to have company.
Thanks. If you want to enter the gardens, go ahead. Just keep away from my sister. My
We will
father
keep
has
away
forbidden
from
her
his
to
sister
speak
for
to men.
sure.
Don't worry. I'll give you my word as a swordsmith.
Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund.
Ja. Nice garden. Ringelblume, Johanniskraut, Distel. Matt. Don't harass the girl. You're scaring her. Damn, she's a baddie.
Nice one.
Just adding a screenshot for the thumbnail. Don't think that I'm a creep that I'm taking screenshots of girls in the game. Negative Perks, man braucht mehr Essen, nimmt mehr Schaden, kann Leute schlechter überzeugen und keine Angriffsanzeigen, keine P. Boah. Das Ding ist, ich glaube, ich könnte auf vieles verzichten. Schnellreisen und so. Scheiß der Hund auf Schnellreisen, aber ohne Karte. Boah, weiß nicht. Weiß nicht. Das wäre mir ein bisschen zu heftig. Wer ist der Bruder? Was war der hier? Hammann Alder. Okay. Alder, mach dich mal weg.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your name? You handsome fellow.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Nice name. But I have to warn you, I won't be a miss for much longer. Seeing you here makes me regret that a little, though.
The pleasure's all mine. I'm here on behalf of Caspar Rudolph. It's about the book he lent you.
Caspar? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father. How is he?
Nah, I'll be
His
honest.
vineyards aren't bringing in much, and he's generally not doing too well. That's why I'm here, in fact. Bushek's
I think
book
she
may
is an
not be the most precious
Open heart,
manuscript in the
so
world,
she will help us out.
but it'll help Caspar.
You know,
When we
open
were
heart.
friends, he gifted me that book. There was no mention of it being on loan. And now he wants it back all of a sudden?
Oh, bro. Henry could just completely try to hit on her.
Caspar really needs that book. I mean, I need it.
And I need an explanation. Gifts aren't meant to be taken back.
Caspar wants to find out what the monks put in their monastery wine. Havel the innkeeper might know, but he won't tell just anyone.
Havel from the Emperor Charles Tavern? What does the book have to do with it?
That's the one. I need to pose as a wine connoisseur to pry some information out of Havel. But I don't know much about wine, so I need to read the book. It sounds crazy, I know.
It sounds like the plot of a play. Typical Caspar. And now I'm to be a co-conspirator. I'm glad I can at least be part of this little adventure. I don't get to have much fun otherwise. Here's Caspar's book.
I really
him
like
not
her.
to give up.
She's a good one.
I'm sure his plan will work out.
Thank you, miss. I'll tell him what you said.
Farewell, Henry.
I
Never forget me.
love how, you know, the speech check in this one was Henry just telling the truth. That was a speech check. He just said the truth. Let's check out the garden. Es gibt noch die Karte und du hast halt nicht deinen Marker und der Kompass oben ist leer. Ja, damit könnte ich, glaube ich, noch einigermaßen arbeiten. Weißt du, dass ich mich ein bisschen orientieren kann, aber so ganz ohne Karte, weiß nicht. Oh, habe ich hier gerade etwa einen Bug entdeckt? Nee, habe ich nicht. Ein Glitch in dem Fall, ein Bug ist ja was anderes. Ja, ist gut, Matt. Chill. Was ist hier oben? Nette Aussicht. Boah. Nee, das da hinten. Ich bin doch doof, ne? Das ist nicht. Das. Ich war. Warte. Ich war auch gerade, glaube ich, gar nicht an der. Nee. Oder? Nee, ich war gar nicht an St. Barbara. Das ist natürlich nicht St. Barbara. Das ist St. Barbara. Oh, cringe, ey. Richtig verkackt im letzten Stream. Meine Geografiekenntnisse sind wirklich ausbaufähig. No hidden loot up here. We actually peek out of the window. We can't peek out. Nice. Das ist ein geiler Ausblick, oder?
Interesting.
Oh, let's check this out. Ich meine, da wird ja keine Truhe ohne Grund sein. Die wird ja schon... Ui. Ja, das Buch nehmen wir mit. Den Rest mal nicht, aber das Buch auf jeden Fall. Ja, man kann sich auch zurechtfinden. Ich meine, es gibt ja diverse Games, wo du wirklich nur eine Karte hast. Daisy zum Beispiel. Hast ja nur eine Karte und musst dich irgendwie zurechtfinden. Oh, hier haben wir einen Abort-Erker, by the way. Das ist das Scheißhaus an der Mauer. Hübsche Steine zum Runterwerfen. Okay, cool, geil. Irgendwie nett, dass man hier oben rauf kann. Ist ein nettes Detail. Und ich finde es eigentlich schön, dass solche Bereiche auch begehbar sind. Ich meine, stell dir mal vor, wir könnten hier nicht stehen und uns die Umgebung angucken. Jetzt will ich kurz eine Sache checken. Ja, ist ja wild. Die Steintexturen sind auch unterschiedlich. Guckt euch das mal an. Hier haben wir den weißen nach schräg unten. Und hier haben wir den weißen nach schräg unten. Ah, smart. Die Zinnen wiederholen sich nicht gleichermaßen, sondern es wird immer ein übersprungen. Das heißt, wir haben hier den weißen Stein, der nach schräg unten geht. Hier haben wir ihn nicht. Und hier haben wir ihn wieder. Hier nicht. Und hier haben wir ihn wieder. Und damit man nicht sieht, dass es halt irgendwie dieselben Texturen sind, die genutzt werden. Dieselben Modelle für die Zinnen. Nettes kleines Detail, also muss ich sagen. Props an Warhorse an dieser Stelle. Dass sie das Detail noch im Blick behalten haben. So, wir gucken uns das Ganze jetzt mal hier in Ruhe an. Ja, Borberat, es stimmt. Henry, Master of Gaslighting and Bullshittery. But this time, you know, it was just straight up telling the truth. Which is kind of odd, but at some point you will just get through it. Telling the truth. Ja, Big Q, du kannst dich ja mal hier bei 29 Grad in Temperatur in Gambeson und Wollgoogle setzen und dann gucken wir mal weiter, wie das aussieht. Ey, es geht einfach nicht. Guck dir den Scheiß mal an hier. Ne, jetzt sind wir runter auf 28 Grad. Na denn, dann kann ich mich ja direkt umziehen. Boah, nee, ey, vergiss es. Das ist eine Zumutung, ist das. So, St. Barbara sollten wir uns auf jeden Fall nochmal angucken. Und wir sollten mal das andere Ufer abchecken, oder? Ja, vielleicht noch ein bisschen den Hauptquest pushen. Das war, glaube ich, auch ganz gut. Bruche, ey, ja, Bruche hilft mir ja nichts, wenn ich oben rum am Wegschwitzen bin. Und Wolle ist so oder so grundsätzlich echt kein geiles Material für Sommer. Da willst du eigentlich Leinen tragen. Ja, und letztes Mal habe ich echt das Ding hier für St. Barbara gehalten. Totaler Schwachsinn. Das ist natürlich nicht St. Barbara. St. Barbara ist zu dem Zeitpunkt eine Baustelle. Das Ding ist, Plattenpanzer habe ich Bock drauf für einen Stream Borberat. Ist wirklich true. Aber ich muss für den Plattenpanzer nach Lübeck fahren, zu Apparatus Lab, weil die haben Plattenpanzer in verschiedenen Größen. Also einer der wenigen Hersteller, die sich durch die Mühe machen, verschiedene Größen für Plattenrüstungen anzubieten. Dass du damit nicht aussiehst wie irgendwie, weißt du, Lumpi, der in den letzten Kriegsjahren eingezogen wurde, sondern dass du anständig aussiehst. Das ist immer ein Thema. Lass mal gucken, was die Wirtin zu erzählen hat.
Can I eat and sleep here?
But of course, as you wish, sir. And for how long?
I'd like to stay for a longer time.
Very well, but you'll have to pay in advance.
Let's talk about the price.
Hmm.
Do you accept?
Look, I knew we'd come to anyone can sleep like a king here. And if you're hungry, there's some food in the pot.
Ja, natürlich Apparat, Lab, Plattenrüstung von der Stange. Ich werde doch aber für Stream selbst keine Plattenrüstung zimmern. Geschweige denn einem Schmied irgendwie mehrere 100 Euro geben, dass man mir eine Plattenrüstung macht. Vergiss das, Alter. Hast du mal die Preise dafür gesehen? Arbeit hat ihren Wert. Nur meine Arbeit leider nicht, weil ich echt erbärmlich verdiene im öffentlichen Dienst.
Where can I find my room?
Easy. You just go upstairs.
Von daher, nee. Ich würde es gerne machen, solche Investitionen sind einfach nicht drin.
The green wreath hanging above it. While the old man spends all their money on drink, even their bloody roots for God's sake.
You know what Germans are like. They've always been show-offs, but since Sigismund showed up, they're 100 times worse.
They'll get their comeuppance. You'll see. Those who are first will be last, and those who are last will be first. Whatever.
Why the
What's
hell
the
do they
problem?
put beer on the table?
Careful.
It happens.
Oh,
Just watch where you're going
geh aus dem
next
Weg,
time.
ey. Sonst boxe ich dich.
Why is this sticky?
Okay, falsches Stockwerk. Oh, das ist ein Keller. Geht denn da unten so ab? Lass mal gucken. Hier gibt's Wein. Bruder, was ist das für ein Keller? Bruder, was ist das für ein Keller? What the hell? Alter, wo bin ich denn hier reingeraten? Ich glaube, ich soll gar nicht. Ich glaube, ich soll hier gar nicht sein. Kann das sein? Und warum hat der Rüstschmied einen geheimen Tunnel zur Taverne, falls man irgendwie auf schnell einen wegsaufen muss, oder was? Ist das Haus vom Rüstschmied? Ah, ist ja verrückt. Das ist ja mal crazy. Warte mal. Ich hau euch lieber ab. Hey, Animal Lettuce, welcome to the stream. For some reason, I just ended up at the mines under the city. Freaking crazy. All of these lads have a direct connection to the local tavern. So in case they want to get hammered as soon as possible. Hey Tim! Welcome to the stream, bro. Great to have you here as well. Does this belong to someone? Probably. Uh-oh. Oops. Shit. You know, guys, not all that wander are lost, but I sure am. Wait, if I turn right here, I should be back at... Oh yeah, never mind. Hello, Matt. Glad that you, like, just stayed here while I was risking my life. Chickens.
Well, did you get it sorted out?
Hopefully, but it cost me all the money my
Vavra,
father gave me.
Wenzelslaus,
I even had to sell the ring
Jan,
from my mother-in-law.
Litmina,
I'm telling you,
Wacha.
he runs up
Whatever
any
that means.
protest. I don't know what. My
I'm not
mistakes.
check enough to read this. So I guess this doesn't check out for me. Oh, there she is. Our
Hey,
favorite
Marie.
baddie.
Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just try it.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds
Let's
interesting.
see if she gets
You
mad about it.
youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
Wow. Absolutely big brain move. What do you mean by no audio, Tim? You should have. I mean, I can see here on my OBS that audio is actually working. My freaking green screen is obviously not working right now. But that's because the door behind me is open so that some fresh air can get in here. Nope, this is not the solution. Whoop. Wait, I just need to check this out for a second. Nah. This ain't it either. Maybe I could just move the camera a little bit. Alright, problem fixed. Oh, damn it. Whew. Tim, just don't hit the mute button. How about that? Vorbereitet, alles klar. Habt eine gute Nacht. Habt hoffentlich eine kühlere Woche. Es ist jetzt noch ganz schön heiß, aber es hat heute angefangen zu regnen. Vielleicht kühlt es ab. Und vor allem freue ich mich darauf, dich wiederzusehen im nächsten Stream. Am Samstag oder Sonntag. Ich hoste das Discord, du wirst es sehen. Schön, dass du dabei gewesen bist. Vielen Dank. I think that's actually the experience. Maybe YouTube just included a new feature to this entire game. To this entire stream thing, that people have different ranks based on their watch time. It seems to be new because, like, some of you who are here for ages have, like, basically no rank or very low one, while others are on number 1.
All right. That sounds promising.
Vielen Dank, Borberat.
It
Halt
doesn't
die Ohren
have to be
steif.
Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild.
Oh yeah, but I'm good enough for that.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
Sounds like a nice place for a romantic evening, eh?
You'll find it in Hotprink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
Ja, es ist,
So,
keine
goatskin
Ahnung,
in
wirklich
the hole in the
ich
wall.
kann es überhaupt nicht benennen.
I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before
YouTube
you
soll mal
go,
lieber...
I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're
Ja, ja.
actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
I'll be
You
honest
might
with
know
her.
where they're holding Capon.
I'm sure lots of people might know that.
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is.
Maybe.
You never know these days.
But who is he? And why is he in Gutenberg?
He's a young noble from Job's council. His
Hey,
family have
Kompotschik.
domains in Moravia and Lower Austria.
Great to have you here.
He's here to gather information about
Unfortunately,
the enemy from
Kompotschik,
Jobst. Judging by how
the
important
period
it was
accurate
for Istvan to
Starion
find out
just
where he
melted
is, he's a real thorn in their
because of the hot
side.
temperatures.
And they're out to
So I'm
get
the
him.
replacement
So
Starion
we're
here.
getting involved in noble men's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all
So,
that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
so yeah, Kompotschik, I'm just the replacement.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we have 28 degrees
Now just this.
Celsius. It's quite warm. Sorry, Kompotschik, I'm the replacement Starion. Like, Привет, stalkers. Welcome to the stream. Subscribe, leave a comment, and like, because this helps in the algorithm. I'm Starion costumes. I collect like video games and play like the same games for 20 years already. which is totally not concerning and perfectly normal behavior. Enjoy the stream and such. I'm definitely not a Chinese spy spying on German economy. I'm Starion costumes.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I just had to pull this one off. Just kind of fit the atmosphere for the moment. Okay, let's see how many pages is that book. Who would bother reading it? Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, I think we should read through it. Yeah, we have Starion at home. That's it. Starion at home be like exactly this. But sometimes this is the best Starion you can get. And sometimes you have chances for a different Starion. But today, this is the very Starion that you'll hear. No, I'm not an AI. Exclamation mark. Add credit card details. Exclamation mark. The catfish incident in Bavaria is a crime. That's the German Harambe, I'm telling you. Interesting if you call him Walter. I call him Willi. Willi der Wels. Like, I don't know if you've heard it, guys, but here in Germany, cops actually tried to shoot a catfish because it was biting people. A catfish at some point, we know when they have eggs and such, they will protect the brood. And when they do that, of course, they will, like, nibble on people. Catfish don't have, like, real teeth. They can't really bite you like a piranha or a shark. They just leave scratches on your skin. Still, this massive big catfish was enough to cause a huge drama, and cops actually showed up and decided to just shoot the catfish. So imagine you're a catfish, you think you're about to bite in some, you know, like sweet human feed, and instead you just straight up look into the barrel of an MP.25K. Speaking of MP.25K, they didn't manage it. They didn't manage to shoot him. They tried to shoot him, they failed. They had to catch him, and yeah, they killed him. So long story short, Fish was protecting his home, and instead of just, you know, closing this part of this area where the catfish has his eggs, they just decided to kill the catfish. Because, like, imagine what would happen if people were not allowed to take a bath in that place for, like, a few weeks.
Good doggy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Same thing what happened to Bruno the bear. Bruno came over the border from, I think he was from Austria. He was shot.
God bless.
Like, really, guys, don't try to come to Germany and build up something. Somebody will be annoyed by you and just kind of ruin it for everyone. So yeah, justice for Walter the catfish. Walter der Wels. Blah blah blah. Body fluids. Heimer, Phlegma, Holle. Well, probably Holle. Not Cholle, but Holle. Blut, Heimer, Phlegma. Holle. You know, the question is, will I read through all of this? Or will I just try to bullshit my way through? Monsanto, Eberbach. Ah! I'll just do it like I did in middle school. I'll freestyle.
My respects.
Freestyling should just do the job. And if not... You know, Big Yo, I can show you my hand, or I can just show you a single finger. Guess which one it will be. Guys, honestly, like, I'll be dead serious with you. If I was an AI or a VTuber, you can bet your boots I would choose a female appearance because a female appearance will give me a much easier channel growth. Also, probably some very inappropriate DMs after stream, but still, I would probably choose a female appearance for the stream. Let's check out the bakery.
I'm doing the best I can.
Sweet Virgin Mary. But nobody gives us more money to live on. Can't you sell it to me for the old price?
I'd be happy to, just as soon as the war ends. But until then, take it or leave it.
How about?
What do you want?
Bread.
What do you have for sale?
Anything good? No, not really. Let's take a cake. Yeah.
Thank you, and come again, sir.
Who are you? Oh, he's just chilling. Who are you? He's also just chilling. Oh, weaponsmith. Yeah, basically me when I'm on vacation, spending money for medieval stuff.
Mein Herr?
Hello, Tim. Yes, of course, I am able to create a gaming stream in the stream of Starion. Will you prefer to have a more adventurous stream or more a chatting stream? If you name your preferences, I will gladly customize the stream to your liking.
Show me your wares.
What? Hmm. Do I have something to sell here? To sell? Nah, not really, but...
I'd like to just...
Ei! Danke. Das war ein gutes
Ja, das war ein gutes Geschäft für mich, ey.
Geschäft, mein Herr. Guten Tag, mein Herr. You're lucky.
Big Yo, you don't even have financially subscribed to this YouTube channel. I'm not even monetizing, you know? I'm like... I probably could monetize by now, but I just kind of don't. I don't know why. Just don't feel like monetizing this entire thing here already. Maybe at some point. Unitschow. Alblich of Unitschow. Hey, finally a character with glasses. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Apothecary. We should check that one out as well. But first, let's try to get this secret of alcohol solved.
How's life treating you?
Not too bad. But I've got so much to do. I have to split myself in two and get it all done.
Quick save game? Just in case, you know? Just in case. And by just in case, I mean just in case you completely mess this up.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
Nope, no peace and quiet. I'm here to annoy you.
Havel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
That I am. How can I help you?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better
Plots of
wine
Land
in
in
the city.
Scotland. One of my
Have you
favorite
come from
scams.
Far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
You don't say. Where's the last place you were?
Saxony, Bavaria, and so on. The German states, basically.
Wonderful. It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well traveled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
let's just...
I'd be happy to.
But of course... Farewell,
Okay, let's just check up the book for a second, and then... Okay, humores are the juices. We have Haima for blood, Phlegma for slime. Black slime is Chole.
Ah, that's bad. All bad.
At your
Haima,
service.
Phlegma, Chole. Okay. I think the important things are the red highlighted one. We have Vinsanto. Italy, Vinsanto. And Germany, Kloster Eberbach. Okay. Then Kloster Eberbach, Hippokras. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's just go all in, guys. We can do this.
Goodman Havel. May I?
Ah, I can't wait to have a chat. Please take a seat.
Oh, what a friendly lad.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see if this will
Well,
work
good
out.
man. How shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
Oh god, I hope it will not be a alcoholism skill check.
So, what do you say to that?
Maybe I'll
Hints
manage
of
this
vanilla.
one, but yeah, it's
That's
actually
uncommon.
drinking skill.
And I have to say,
Ooh.
that greenish spring colour
We are
is
not much of a
perfect.
drinker.
You're right. A rare flavor and color tone. It's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. I
don't like wine
when
at all.
I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
Okay.
That's very kind of you.
There's nothing but misers in this town. They wouldn't think twice about taking their own mother's last piece of bread. I'm not like that. Do I have money? Of course. But I don't hoard it. I try to make people around me happy.
And you're treating me to this wine. You're a real Samaritan. And like it says in the Bible, you give drink to the thirsty.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something
Oh
else.
no.
My thoughts exactly.
It will be a
What shall
drinking
we-
challenge.
Ah, I know. Let's have some red.
Oh.
How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman.
Oh.
Anything.
Guys. Oh
Pour
guys, this will I don't see this quest succeeding. Like I've barely getting hammered
Quite a decent vintage.
with Henry. Like I've like a very low skill regarding alcohol. Maybe it still is a medium skill check. Maybe medium is enough to pass with 13.
A bit bitter for my tastes. But you said it's a young Blaufränkisch. I'm getting notes of black currant. The colour is dark, almost purple, but as it should be.
Yes, the color enchants me every time. Almost like
Okay.
drinking from an inkwell.
Oh, I've never drunk ink. Would you
What?
recommend it?
My
Is
grandfather
that a
used to
thing,
say,
guys? Like, guys, do you
"You
drink
won't know
wine?
till you've
Let me know.
tried it."
Is that
He
a thing?
lived and died by that saying.
Uh-huh. What happened to him?
Well, the poor fella suffered from ulcers. So one day,
Okay, shit, we read about
true to
this.
his favorite saying, he tried drinking
Fuck.
spirits to cure himself. Burn the canker, he said. Well, he burnt it so thoroughly, he was dead in a week. God rest his soul.
To your grandfather and his contribution to advancing the knowledge of medicine.
Maybe we'll be able to bullshit our way through this. Just
you
like
said
real
you
life.
spent time in the German lands. What wine do the local connoisseurs rate highest?
But Eberbach, we had only a Latin name. Well, but this one is probably the most.
I'd say
popular one.
Gewürztraminer.
But that's the type of grape. I mean,
Ah,
the
shit.
type of wine. I surely don't have to tell you the grape variety is only half the taste.
Well, it's hard to come up with something off the top of my head, but I do enjoy this variety.
Ah, well, never mind. Let's carry on.
Okay.
Well then, let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a hippocras?
Certainly.
Oh,
The
I
better
should have
ones will go
noted.
straight to our heads, and I'll admit, I do like it.
I
from
should have
time
like
to time.
just read
Nothing
through
to
this.
be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
No, I can't. But maybe I can.
Very nice. I'd say it's mint.
Precisely.
Wow, it's amazing. A
Gives a
skill
nice
of 13 is
freshness,
enough
wouldn't
for
you say?
wine.
And there's a garden
So
full of it
when it comes
right
to
behind the
tasting
tavern.
things, 13
I don't
is
know where
enough.
to put it all.
But when it comes
But
to
it's
actually
missing some
drinking
kick.
with
I reckon your cook
Hungarians,
forgot to add something.
13 is nothing. I mean, it's mint, so it's probably anise if there's something missing.
Maybe anise?
No, not anise.
Shit.
I don't believe anyone puts that in hippocras. I know. Ginger, of course.
Ginger?
She told me there wasn't any at the market.
What?
After that hippocras, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Eger. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is no time for weak wine.
My thoughts exactly.
Tim, there are 10 wineries near me. I don't drink wine. Yeah.
So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Whereas, like, we have like 2 or 3 breweries like that make craft beer in our city, and I don't drink beer. I will fail this one.
Very good.
For a wine expert, you don't talk much, eh? Ha!
That's not
It's not
risky.
easy, Goodman. You pour me such excellent wines with such overwhelming taste that I'm at a loss for words.
I drank this particular wine from Eger at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian wine, and Hungarian delicacies. I was so looking forward to enjoying some nice Hungarian sausages or pate, but I ended up leaving disappointed.
Relatable.
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish.
His
I
disappointment
don't eat
was
fish,
immeasurable, and his
and
day
fruit
was
makes
ruined.
me burp. So I went hungry at a feast.
Well, that's very unusual. Fruit, fish, and red wine. Maybe it's some sort of Hungarian custom.
Yeah, fish and red
I
wine
was
usually
so
don't go well
disappointed
together.
that I wanted to make myself something at home to get rid of the taste.
Like,
But
even
was
I know
so
that
drunk
when you cook fish,
that I fell
you use
asleep.
white wine. If you
The
cook meat,
housekeeper
you use
woke me
red
up.
wine.
And what can I tell you? The porridge was charcoal. The kitchen was like a smokehouse. And I had egg on my face.
Egg on his face.
What's next?
Come on, guys, that's a reference.
Drink like a fish.
You just
good man.
have to say it
I don't
in
think I
Samuel
have anything
Jackson's
else you might
voice.
be interested in. Regardless, I have some work to do. Feel free to stay in my tavern and enjoy yourself.
Allow me to ask you one more question. I heard you get your supplies from the monastery vineyard.
And what of it?
Kompochik,
You're
let's
a
not
tax
talk about
collector,
this.
are you?
Yeah, we've
No.
messed this one up.
I really am not.
I don't believe a word you say. So let's be clear, you sneak. My business with the monastery vineyard is all above board. Everything is set down in my ledger upstairs, and until I see your credentials, it's none of your business.
Don't get worked up. I'm not a tax collector.
I don't care. You're snooping around, sticking your nose where it don't belong. I've nothing more to say to you.
We had a nice chat and now he's all mad. Okay. At least we know where we'll find the book.
I'm sorry.
Somewhere upstairs. So, let's
Christ, pardon me.
snoop around.
I should go and take a look around his office. His ledger is bound to be interesting.
Bro said it's upstairs. Can you please go away?
Sir?
Oh, spooky basement? Not going to the spooky basement. You know, Kompochik, I think that's the healthier choice. At least, you know... The blunt disappears, but the ASVAL stays with you. Just like the AK.
What are you trying to pull, you scoundrel?
What I'm trying to pull some really bad baddies. How huge is this house? Jeez. Okay, this is definitely not its working room. Definitely not. Maybe it's this one? I mean, it's locked, so it might be this one. And yes, I think actually sneaking around here during daytime is probably the best time to do so. Like, at night, people will just freak out about it. Bro, you can't be! You're such a lucky guy that you got this one. Getting a decent ASVAL is quite a difficult task since it's such a ridiculously rare model. Oh, that's also not his room. Probably where his GF is chilling. And doom scrolling on medieval Instagram. Okay, let's see. Now this is more of my... Okay, this is also not his room. Let's just completely ditch this one. Now this looks promising. Shit! Wait. Sorry guys, it's raining. I have to... And I have still windows open. So, sorry. I'll be right back in a second. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Whew. Like, final storm is brewing and I still have windows open and I didn't want rain to cover my floors. Alright. That's been my dream gun for a long time. Out of VSS and Val, I've always preferred Val. Yeah, I got lucky. I'm not gonna deny it. Bro, like, you're really lucky. Getting a decent Val is insane. It's a rare model, but for some reason, like, For some reason, all of those sweet East European gun models that you like are very, very unique, and you don't find them too often, unless it's an AK. Because AK is standard rifle of Soviet forces. It's the only rifle in Soviet Union. But yeah, like, but you have other great guns from the Eastern Bloc. People just kind of forget about that completely. So, great job in obtaining one. And also that you had a PSO for it. Superb. Oh, actually, I'm sneaking into my own room if I would have taken this one, I guess. Lol. Okay. This is also not the right one. Where is his room? You said upstairs. I am upstairs. Or is there a second upstairs? Yes, I guess this is the second upstairs here.
Who goes there?
Nobody. Stop annoying me.
What are you poking around that door for, eh?
Hey! And just go away. And stop being so freaking annoying. How about that?
Piss off!
I apologize.
You should. Okay, plan B. Rent an apartment, a room, sleep until night, and start our little sketchy adventure at night. Can't you give it a second
Don't you
try?
want to drink some more?
No, thank you. You can stay.
What have I done to offend you?
I don't like it when people snoop. I keep an eye on my business, and I recommend you keep your nose out of it. Have I made myself clear? Take care.
What's new in
These days, there's mainly been talk about scuffles between the Kuttenberg miners. I don't know what it's about.
Hey, Kobe!
But I heard
Willkommen.
it has something to do with the
Great to have you
traditional
here, man.
archery contest. If you're interested, go and see the foreman, Vlach, in the Black Horse Tavern. One more thing. There are 2 German swordsmen staying here all the way from Frankfurt.
Oh
I
God,
think that got
Frankfurt,
us some
the
kind
arm.
of dispute with our city council or something. If that's of any interest to you, you should ask them directly. They mostly hang out on Merchant Street, not too far from here. And there's a woman doing up some old building in the Hoprink. She's got big plans for it, I heard. Maybe she'll have something for you
Okay.
to do.
A lot of stuff going on today.
Try
Bro looks a little bit
asking
drunk
Ghost.
though.
He owns the Zum Eisner Adler. He's offering a little job. And if you took care of it, you'd be pulling a thorn from my side.
Wasser ist
and
Beste.
not just mine. All
You
the
know,
merchants in
having
the city.
popsicles
And that's about it.
during
That doesn't sound bad.
summer.
Thank you.
Best thing ever. My favorite taste. Questionable chemicals. I would say that's probably the taste of that one. Okay, but Bro allowed us to crash here, so... You just don't annoy him, okay? How about that? Whoop. Damn. Okay, that's probably also the wrong room. He seems to be the architect for... Is it St. Barbara? I don't know, man. Okay, a book about Prague. Interesting, but doesn't help me right now. Where's his freaking room? Okay, it's obviously blacksmith stuff, so... Oh, damn it. Alright, Kompochik, thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a good one. And that we see each other on the weekend. And if not, that if you melt down, if it gets too hot, you'll at least melt into your newly acquired rifle. Good hunting, Stalker. Yeah. Where is his room? He said upstairs, but like... Maybe it's not upstairs. Maybe it's another room. Cheers, mate. Just cook.
I'm all done in.
Okay, where is his
I
working room?
apologize.
Yeah, you should apologize. For being annoying as heck. That's just another kitchen, so... Probably not the room of him. Talk about Bohemia. Oh, we'll not read that aloud. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Okay. I really need to find this working room, but I just don't manage to do that. Joey, Привет, welcome. Glad to have you here, man. Corby. Es ist verdammt heiß hier. 28 Grad in der Bude. Deswegen kein Kostüm, denn hätte ich heute ein Kostüm an, könnte man mich mit dem Schwamm wieder aufwischen. Nope, nope, nope. Nice fabric. Don't worry about it, man. I'm perfectly fluent in English, so we're doing this stream bilingual. I can do both, English and German. Ja, ich bin auch im Dachgeschoss, Corby. Es ist eine richtige Sauna hier oben. Ich habe die Fenster zwar alle offen, aber es macht echt keinen Unterschied. Scheiß alte Kackbude, ey. Wisconsin, the cheese state. You know, people will roast me for this, especially Dutch people, but I think that cheddar is the best cheese for burgers. Hands down. There is no better burger cheese than cheddar.
Huh? It's just you?
Yeah, it's just
Hallo.
me.
Do you want to fechten lernen from a real Meister?
Do you want to fechten lernen?
Come and see me on the corner of Merchantstraße.
I love that Merchantstraße is actually translated as Jew Street.
Get going! Right now!
Okay. Bro said his room is supposed to be upstairs, but to be honest, I'm not really able to spot it. What do you want, man? Seriously?
I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Okay, that's not helping at all. That's not helping at all. Hey, Joey, it's perfectly fine, man. I don't expect you to be able to speak German, just like I don't expect most of, I don't know, Polish people to speak English, or nah, it's kind of odd because it's a generational thing here in Europe. If you are especially among the younger generation, you know, people up to their 30s, you are not very not very unexpected to run into someone who actually speaks decent English.
And to spend
Especially in Poland and Czech Republic. It's a thing.
And for how long?
Just for tonight.
Of course, sir. Will you pay in advance?
All right. I'll pay. Here's your groschen.
I knew it. Your bed's ready. Take care. Have a pleasant evening.
Let me check the map real quick. Yeah, it's this house, but I'm just not able to find his working room. Maybe it's downstairs, which would make sense, you know, since he works with wine, you know.
What do you want now?
Jeez, these people are annoying as hell. English.
That's it. Go now.
I paid for a room, but I'm tired of you. So I'm locking this door. A little bit annoying, man. Does bro have a basement? He should have a basement.
My humble respects.
Thing is, when it comes to language, I'm fine with both. I'm fine with English, I'm fine with German, I'm fine with Polish.
You know what? I love you too, mate. But you don't get it. Growing like I love you. Like mushrooms.
Drunk toilets in the basement, okay. But
More than my own.
yeah, that's not what I was looking for. Freaking hell. I'm really messing up here. Alright, Joey. Hope that you're just going to the bank to, you know, make a deposit, not drop it. Safe ways, man. I hope it's also not as hot as here in Central Europe. No, it's maybe another entrance I missed out. No, there's not.
Courage. What do you need?
Hell. Freaking hell, that's just a little bit annoying.
Not you again.
Ciao.
Christ, pardon me.
I'm just not able to pinpoint his room. Sorry, lads.
Instead of my bed, I woke on a dog pile next to a bunch of pigs. I don't even have any.
I'm terribly failing this one.
Off you go, quick.
Now is not a good time to
Yeah,
talk.
it is not a good
During
time.
the day, find me on Merchantstraße, in front of
Yeah, Merchantstraße, whatever, man. You know what? I think I'll actually save scum here because I'm not able to find the room. I'm just not able to find that freaking room. I'm sorry, lads. I'm really sorry, but I'll just save Scum here to, like, at least read up where the freaking room is that I should find.
You're always welcome here.
Wait, is this too late already, or? Nah, it's not too late. Let's see, maybe we manage this time. Let's just be smart this time and read the important information. Now that we know what bro expects us to know.
This one turned out wonderfully.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that, but actually you have to... Ja, ich wollte eine G1 Slimbox kaufen, du hast mir weggeschnappt. Ey, aber ich gönn dir das, Corby, wirklich. Ich hab da keine harten Gefühle mit. Hauptsache, sie ist bei einem Sammler gelandet und nicht bei irgendeinem verdammten Reseller, der sie einfach am nächsten Tag für das Doppelte wieder reinstellt, um Geld damit zu machen. Ich brauche sie ja selbst nicht. Ich hätte sie nur gekauft, um sie zu tauschen.
It'll be all right.
Okay.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Oh, we found a bug. We found a bug, guys. Check this out. It's not even a bug, it's a glitch, but... Am herausragendsten ist dabei wohl der Burgunderwein, welcher sich auf diesem Weingut der längsten Tradition rühmen kann. / Paragraph Greater Than.
It's got a spark.
My respect. It's filthy again. Damn it.
Okay, let's try it again. Maybe we'll manage to be successful with this one. Yeah, Corby. Like I said, bro, I'm not really... I have... At some point, I'll just show you like a picture of my Gothic collection, so you know what I'm talking about when I say that. I really do not need, like, this edition too much. I really don't. I just wanted to have it in case someone doesn't have it, so I can trade it in maybe for another game. I usually just trade stuff for games. I don't sell the games that I collect. Which is kind of, you know, troublesome for some people, because I expect them, when I trade something, to, you know, have something to trade and send to me. Big Yo, nobody cares about Gothic Remake Collector's Edition. This one is so bad that I didn't even pre-order it. Like, I won't even buy it. I'll maybe buy it if it's, you know, on 50% discount for 100 euro, then I might get it. But I will not pay the full price for such a heartless collector's edition. Like, overall, THQ is not doing a good job with merchandise right now. And I'll be so bold, and I'll just say it, but I think I could do a better job than the one who's responsible for the merchandise right now. I think I could do better.
Pavel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
Bro,
Yes, I
nobody
am.
wants... Nobody
How
even
can I
wants
help
to
you?
buy
When I asked where
the
I should
original
go in
Gothic
this
merch,
city for
man.
good
Like,
wine,
some things are
your inn
still
was
in
recommended.
stock, even though they
You've
are
come to
supposed
the
to
right
be
place.
limited
You
edition.
won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
You don't say. Where's the last place you were?
Oh, the last place was my rucksack where I have something to drink. I'll be right back with you guys. Give me a second, please. Alright. Back I am. I was in the gym today, and in the gym you just get this nice water with taste but without calories. I just like filled up my bottle with it, so cheers to that. Neon Grau, Frankreich. Ja, erstmal schön, dass du da bist. Or great to have you here, depending on your language.
I travelled around France.
Wonderful. It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well traveled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Well, good man. How shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about
Indeed, very nice
Excellent.
taste to it. Very, very full and rich, not too dry, but also not too sweet. Having something of, I would say, wild cherry.
So,
It's basically mineral water
say
with
to that?
wild cherry taste.
Hints of vanilla. That's uncommon.
Big Jo,
I have to
Gelsenkirchen.
say, that greenish spring colour is perfect.
you're right. A rare flavor and color to
Yeah,
it.
it's like,
It's
if I mess it
essentially
up, this
a
one,
lighter
I'll,
wine.
this time I'll
I
just skip
like
it and
it
do
because
something
it's
else.
suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little
Recklinghausen, ey.
merrier.
Was war nochmal in Recklinghausen? Da war doch irgendein Event. Wait. Young people should drink white wine. Old people should drink red wine.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. According to Garland, it's not right to give the sick and elderly cold wine. They themselves are cold, so it's better to balance it out with a warm wine. A strong and sweet red that ripened on a sunny southern hillside.
I see you're an expert in medicine as well as wine, Goodman. Gallon, you say?
Yes, Galen and other scholars share similar opinions.
Anyway, let's have a cup of
Anyway, I
something
don't care,
else.
man. I'll
thoughts
still make
exactly.
sure my old guy gets his
What
wine.
shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red. How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Quite a decent vintage.
I think this
A
one.
bit bitter for my tastes. But you said it's a young Blaufränkisch. I'm getting notes of black currant. The colour is dark, almost purple, but as it should be.
Yes, the color enchants me every time.
Corby, trinkst du Wein? Kennst du dich mit Wein aus?
Drinking from an inkwell.
Oh, never drunk ink.
Aus
Would you
dem
recommend
Tintenfass
it?
trinken?
My grandfather
Ist das ein Ding bei Wein? Ich habe wirklich keine Ahnung, ich trinke keinen Wein. Ich mag keine vergorenen Sachen. Gebranntes trinke ich ganz gerne, aber vergorenes kann ich aber nicht runterkriegen.
What happened to him?
Well, the poor fella suffered from ulcers. So one day, true to his favorite saying, he tried drinking spirits to cure himself. Burn the canker, he said. Well, he burnt it so thoroughly, he was dead in a week. God rest his soul.
To your grandfather and his contribution to advancing the knowledge of medicine.
Ostböhmen, nur
If you've
Ostböhmen.
traveled so widely, tell me, in France, what wine do they appreciate the most? And I don't mean
Hier ist
what
doch mal mein
wealth and
Wappen.
nobility think, but
Nur
what true
Ostböhmen.
connoisseurs like you and me appreciate.
Wasn't it Sauvignon? It was either Sauvignon or Avignon. Guys, I need your help right now. You're experts on this, right? Like, I don't drink wine at all. I can't tell you. Was not Chardonnay, it was not Bordeaux Claret. Sauvignon or Avignon? Avignon is like south... Avignon is a region in France, of course, but Sauvignon? Corby... Also, trinkst du gerne Bordeaux, Corby, oder bist du sicher, dass das die richtige Antwort ist für die Quest? Das ist hier die entscheidende Frage, Corby. Also, da bräuchte ich mal Input. Also, ich bin echt irgendwie bei Sauvignon oder Avignon. Aber ich bin einfach nicht sicher, was das Ganze angeht. Okay, du magst Bordeaux, gut. Ja, ich glaube, sowohl Chardonnay als auch Bordeaux Claret fällt halt raus. Es werden entweder Sauvignon oder Avignon. Ich denke mal, es wird Sauvignon sein.
I'd say Sauvignon.
But that's the type of...
Ach, come on.
I mean, the type of... Ah, well then, after all that quality...
Certainly.
Nothing to...
Okay,
Mine
mal
has
gucken,
a...
ob es jetzt hinhaut oder ob wir es verkackt haben.
Very nice. I'd say it's mint?
Precisely. It gives a nice freshness, wouldn't you say? And there's a garden full of it right behind the tavern. I don't know where
Thing
to
is,
put it all.
how can wine
missing some
taste
I reckon
fresh?
your
It's
cook
literally
forgot to add
rotten
something.
grapes. Literally
Ginger.
rotten grapes.
It's missing ginger.
But of course. The cook told me they didn't have any at the market. You have a refined tongue, good man. I'll give you that. After that Hippocras, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Egger. Very
Yeah, and this one I
strong.
can't pass. My drinking skills way too low to pass a difficult check on.
So what do you
wine.
think? Good, isn't it?
I really don't think I'll be able to pass this check. It's a difficult one, and I have only 13 points in this. So, I think it's better to say nothing than to actually try and fail at that point.
Very good.
For a wine expert, you don't talk much, eh? Ha!
Well, it's not easy, Goodman. You pour me such excellent wines with such overwhelming taste that I'm at a loss for words.
I drank this particular wine from Egger at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian
Maybe
wine,
we're able to save
and
this one here.
Hungarian delicacies.
Like, honestly,
I was so
I'm not
looking
much of a
forward to
wine
enjoying
drinker,
some
nor
nice
am I
Hungarian
playing as one in the
sausages or
game,
pate.
so...
But I ended up leaving disappointed.
How so?
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish. I don't eat fish, and fruit makes me burp. So I went hungry at a feast.
I'm sorry you're disappointed, but I think they chose the food well.
Really?
Once again, I have to refer to Galen and his wisdom. Fish and fruit are foods
cold.
with a cold essence. For that reason, they should all be balanced out with a warm wine, which this exquisite Hungarian surely is, because it's sweet and strong.
Very well. The fish, I can understand. It lives in the water. But fruit ripens in the sun.
Because it has no blood in it.
Why is it considered cold?
Well, it's not so much about the sun. According to Galen, fruit is cold by nature, because blood has never flowed through it.
But fish
Thanks for the
has blood.
explanation. I've heard these rules before, but nobody explained them.
That
as well
makes
as you
sense.
just did.
Since fish,
Oh, forget Galen.
since fish, you
I'd
know,
still rather have
also
a
has
nice
blood.
patty with my red.
But of course, the main thing is what suits your palate, Goodman.
Well, that's Hungary checked off the list. What's next?
How about something local? I noticed there were vineyards in Kuttenberg.
But of course, we have vineyards and grapes from Burgundy that Emperor
Hey,
Charles
now
himself had
things are
brought
getting
in.
interesting, guys.
The local vintners grow some fine grapes, but they're still learning everything that comes after that. The local stuff gets diluted a lot. They flavor it with all sorts of shit, or leave it for vinegar.
Don't tell me you don't have a drop of anything local that would be worth trying.
Well, there's the monastery secret. A wine from the Sedlets monastery. My cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard.
Ah. Why is it called secret?
Taste it, and you'll see.
Okay, this is different. Now things are getting really interesting. I hope this is not a speech check. Okay, it's a middle one.
Interesting. There's no trace of any flavor that shouldn't be there. Neither honey nor spices. Just the pure taste of wine. But there is something to it. Something I don't recognize.
That's it, good man.
Is that the secret?
Exactly. The monks add a secret ingredient to the wine.
Oh, that's not a
secret
help.
ingredient? How do you know that?
Like I said, my cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard, and I handle their supply. Sometimes I bring food for the workers, new barrels, tools and the like.
Now spill the tea,
And
or
from
should I
time
say,
to time, I bring them a
spill the
sealed
wine.
crate which smells peculiar. Jerome didn't want to tell me what's in it, but when I insisted, he told me it's some kind of incense they burn in the barrels.
Really? I've never heard of such a thing.
Weihrauch?
Neither have I. But like I said, the chest was sealed and the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy.
Interesting.
A real monastery secret. What should we drink next?
I'm glad you like my wine. But that's enough tasting for today. After all, I've offered you everything worth trying, and now the wine is starting to go to my head. But you're welcome to stay in my tavern as long as you like. I have to say, I really enjoyed our chat. It's rare to meet someone who really understands wine.
I mean, the thing is,
your
if you have a
company a lot
very
too.
special interest and you meet someone in real life who
I
shares
won't
this
keep you,
interest,
Goodman, and I'll bid you farewell.
conversations get
Farewell.
very pleasant,
If you
but
decide to extend your stay, in
everyone around
Kuttenberg,
you will be irritated.
Stop by for a drink again.
Definitely. God be with you.
You know, when I was in Czech Republic, and I was at Rusthaven, later visited GC Game World, I was sitting with these guys just at a table, and we were having a drink and just a small chat, nothing special, and we were chatting about Stalker 2, and I told them like about my theory regarding Richter, and I felt so, it was such a weird thing, because at some point, if I would look at myself during that moment, I probably look like a schizo, just, putting things together from everywhere, pulling strings, and trying to get a coherent image. But to them, that was completely not crazy because all of them knew this game. And, you know, if I would just have a conversation like that with someone else in public with no other stalker fans around, I would probably think that I'm a goddamn, you know, schizo. Completely crazy. Whew. Damn, it's really warm in here. 29 degrees again. Just rained a little bit, and now we are...
They had 2 collections just like it already, and there are still holes.
You look suspicious. That's true. Bro, actually it looks like the NPC from... Natürlich, ich grüße dich, willkommen zum Stream. Was haben die Ritter denn getan? Ich kann dir nur so viel sagen, wenn du dich auf die Ritter aus Gothic beziehst. Es kann keinen Orkkrieg geben, wenn es keine Orks mehr gibt. Nur als Input, zum Anregen, zum drüber nachdenken, wie man das... Oh, das hätte ich jetzt beinahe sehr unglücklich formuliert. Wie man den Ork-Konflikt lösen könnte.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Ich habe nichts getan, Patchouli. Ich bin mir keiner Schuld bewusst. Und wenn ich mir der Schuld bewusst wäre, dann würde ich nichts sagen ohne meinen Anwalt. Was? Was? Ich würde niemals einem Drachen ein Haar krümmen. Außer er hat einen YouTube-Kanal und beleidigt Leute im YouNow-Stream. Dann vielleicht.
I spoke to Havel.
Nein.
And? How did it go?
Good. I had to drink a bit of wine to get some answers out of him, but I sacrificed myself for the cause.
And what did he say?
It took a while, but in the end, he told me sometimes crates of a special incense are brought to the vineyard, and they apparently burn it in the barrels.
What? Incense? And he wasn't just yanking your pizzle or too drunk.
Yanking your
He may have
pizzle.
been drunk, but he was telling
Ich
the
habe noch
truth.
nie einen Drachen
He doesn't
getötet.
know what incense it is.
Außer
just that they get
die
it delivered.
vier
Here's a
Drachen
small
in
reward
Gothic.
so you don't go around
2,
saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look
ich glaube,
into it
6
further.
Drachen muss man in Gothic
We
3
need to
töten.
find out what this
Gothic
special
2 töten.
incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
Whoa, why
We
we?
mean
Why
Mitch,
we? How about
Of
you?
course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
I'll do it, but I want more coin. It's a risky thing to do. What's more, it's the monastery's vineyard, and I don't want to end up on the wrong side of the church.
All right. I'll give you more, but I want you to know you're bleeding me dry as is.
I'm the one likely to actually bleed. Now tell me where to look. The vineyard is pretty big.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house
Die
right in the middle.
Oh,
The
dass die
custodian
letzten
lives
waren,
there,
ich weiß
as
es
well
gar
as the
nicht.
workers.
In Gothic 3 gab es auch noch ein paar
It's
Drachen,
also
die ich mir
where
zu
all the
Gemüte
supplies
führen
are
musste.
stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new
Stimmt, ich habe auch
varieties
den
of
Drachen in
grapes.
Drakensang
If
getötet.
you could manage to bring me a few seedlings, they could greatly help my own vineyard.
Where exactly is the vineyard?
A short way to the north of town. It's pretty large, you can't miss it.
Ja, hier. Drakensang Gold-Edition. Ich habe auch irgendwo noch eine Box davon. Wo ist denn meine Drakensang-Box hin? Hä? Also irgendwo ist sie gelandet. Ich weiß gerade nur nicht, wo ich meine Drakensang-Box hin habe. Ich habe eigentlich auch eine schöne Box gehabt.
How do I get in? Isn't it guarded?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a laborer. There'll be lots of work there
Den
now that
Schwur?
it's
Was für ein
summer.
Schwur meinst du?
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely guarded, especially at night, and thieves are punished very severely. Don't get caught.
I'm on it then.
Good luck, and take care, Henry. By the way, what about the business with the Manlikas? Did you manage to get hold of the book by Bouchek?
Yes, Miss Adletta is sweet. And she even gave me back your book.
Den alten
Here it is.
Schwur.
Ah, thanks very much. I'll try to sell it and pay off at least some of my debts. Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
Es gibt tatsächlich einen alten Schwur. Ich meine, du musst sogar, wenn du dich den Riekchen-Kloster zu Quirinus verpflichtest, musst du, also als Ritter, musst du tatsächlich einen Schwur ablegen. Aber mein letzter Playthrough war tatsächlich als Magier. Von daher hat sich das mit dem Gelübde der Ritterlichkeit auch erledigt gehabt. Magier ist einfach in Gothic viel zu OP. Vor allem, wenn du halt gerade an Beschwörungsmagier spielst, also gerade die Runen auswählst, die dir irgendwie Steingolem und sowas bringen. Damit kommst du so gut durchs Game, das ist unglaublich. Oder Skelett-Spam. Einfach Skelette-Spam bis zum geht nicht mehr und kriegst auch Drachenplatt. Von daher, technisch gesehen, habe ich keine Drachen getötet. Das waren die Skelette, die ich durchgehend gespammt habe und die den Drachen komplett gestaggert haben, dass er immer wieder in die Animation gekommen ist und nicht aus der Animation rauskam und dementsprechend auch sein Feuerball-Dings nicht wirklich casten konnte. Das war eigentlich ganz praktisch.
It's gospel. They say she's mad for it. But the old man just isn't up to it anymore.
Yeah, we're not going to listen to that. Ey, ich würde niemals lügen. Ich schwör auf Calippo-Eis. Ich schwör auf Calippo-Eis.
I'm sorry.
Wait, where's... Did I pass the apothecary right now? No, not yet. Straight forward and then... behind the church. Ich hoffe, das ist der richtige Eingang. Die kickt mich jetzt nicht wütend raus.
Grüß Gott, was brauchst du?
Grüß Gott.
Are you the master of the Alchemist Guild?
Yes. Well, not the master, the primus. Our guild is more of a modest association. But my friends have entrusted me with their confidence.
And is that why you stayed in the city?
Yes, exactly. Someone has to take care of the people's property.
Ein Drachen. Wo habe ich denn jemals mal einen Drachen getötet? Ich guck mal kurz in meine Sammlung rein. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir in Daggerfall einem Drachen begegnen. In Skyrim töten wir ja Drachen en masse. Das interessiert ja wirklich keinen. Haben wir Drachen in Oblivion? Vicky, du zockst doch gerade Oblivion. Haben wir da Drachen?
I'm pretty new in Kuttenberg, but I find it strange there aren't many alchemists here.
Natürlich. And yet the royal city of Silver should be full of them, right?
Exactly. So where are they?
Take a walk through the streets, and you will find a lot of houses are locked and empty.
What does that have to do with it?
Sigismund and his army are responsible for this. Many of our people decided it was time to leave, instead of risking their property or even their lives. Only a few of us remained here, and I, as the primus of our guild, promise to keep my eye on the others' property until they return.
Du bist aber nur ein Hater, Junge, ey. Das bist du, Vicky. Aber hier, guck mal, ich habe ein Game, da habe ich wirklich en masse Drachen weggemetzelt. Ja. Oh shit, war das hier sogar noch verschlossen. Anyway. Ich werde es auch nicht extra aufklappen, aber in diesem Bad Boy hier habe ich so eine ganze Menge Drachen weggeschnetzelt, das ist insane. Man sieht sogar auf dem Cover hinten welche. Guck euch das mal an. Was für eine schöne Big Box das ist. Check this out, guys. The future of entertainment. This Bad Boy is by far one of the best MMOs that has been ever created in the 90s, and it's kind of funny because this one was published by EA and created by Origins. Is this actually Origin release? I think it's already an Origin release. But like this game ran on Windows 98, and it's by far one of the best like retro MMOs that you can get. Not only because you have a huge and diverse world, but also because the PvP system in Ultima Online is outstanding good. Like I don't know any MMO that has such a direct and also very, how should I say it, diverse PvP system that allows you to play your character as you want without any restrictions so far. You can probably take all combinations that you want to take as long as you feel successful. So this game here, yeah. If you want to blame me for killing dragons patchouli, blame me for this one. I killed a lot of dragons in this game. And Big Yo was even with me. Und ich bereue es auch nicht, ey. Nicht meine Schuld, dass sie so gutes Leder geben, die scheiß Drachen. Wenn die keinen Bock auf Sterben haben, sollen sie halt einfach kein gutes Leder geben, das ich für Klamotten in dem Spiel brauche.
The local alchemists were persecuted by Sigismund.
Well, definitely not openly. But most of them were on the side of our King Wenceslas. And I'm sure you know what hatred and envy can do to people.
Alchemists aren't exactly poor, are they?
Yeah, genau. Moreover, you always have one foot on the road to the burning pyre. For fools, it's enough to point their fingers, spouting nonsense about us colluding with the devil or accusing us of poisoning. Then Sigismund's people in the city will make sure to rake in a tidy sum.
I'm interested in alchemy, and I'm looking for someone to teach me more complicated procedures. Can I become your disciple, Master?
Nein, leider ist das nicht möglich.
Nice.
I can't take care of you. I have too much to worry about right now. But if you are willing to pay, I can tell you a few
Interesting. I wonder if this will be a late game option.
What about poisons? Are you selling those?
Poisons? Who do you take me for? I don't even mix poisons, let alone sell them.
Why not?
What are poisons for? Only killing people. There was such a miscreant here. He reveled in all sorts of poisons and such devilish things. When poisoning began to be a problem in the city, the bailiff had him expelled. It said he leads dangerous heathens at a ruin somewhere. Rabstein or someplace like that.
Rabstein.
At least from what I've heard.
I have a proposition for you.
I thought you would ask, Junge, and it might surprise you, but I accept. There are not many alchemists left in the city. It's nice to have someone educated to talk to. I just hope you have the coin. It will cost you ein kleines Vermögen.
Ein kleines
Vermögen.
Vermögen.
I must warn you. If you try to rob me and disappear,
okay.
I have people
I hope that
do
this is not,
you
know, an exclusive
Such
choice.
Times, mein Freund.
You know, but I can
Trust
only
but
become his
verify.
apprentice and not someone
Sehr
else's.
gerne, Heinrich.
I'd like to learn some.
Warum nicht?
Ooh,
I've
actually,
met quite a few
let's get
interesting
some
people as
points
of late.
in
You're
science.
definitely one of them, Master. They say one can only gain true wisdom at a monastery or a university. Is that true?
Leider kämpft. The church clutches onto its sovereignty tooth and nail, and does not want ordinary people to have access to learned books. The monastery is
You know,
only
I
for
wonder
monks
if
and studying
Warhorse is
at
always
university,
casting
challenging,
bilingual
expensive. Ich habe etwas
voice
studied
actors,
in
because
Heidelberg
I can tell that this
and
guy
obtained
is a
the
native
medical
German
title of
speaker, for
Magister
sure.
Pharmacy.
So you're really a
I
learned
wonder
physician. You can
how
treat
to get
people,
into those
you know everything
auditions.
about human
And
diseases.
maybe my small
but it is
German
a bit
brain
more
is
complicated than
dreaming
that.
right now, but if I could
There are
probably
still
try
many
to
things
get
that
one of
we
those
do not
auditions.
know, even though they were daily routine for the ancient Romans.
Tell me more about the Romans and their medicine.
Gewiss doch. I would be happy to tell you more, since you seem genuinely interested, mein Freund. Los geht's, mein Freund.
Los geht's, mein Freund. Ich werde dir mehr erzählen.
Excuse me.
Oi, 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 oi. Okay, cost us some money, but at least we got our skill up. I hope it's enough for skill points. No, it's not. But still 23, it's quite decent, I would say. Which time is it? Okay, bad timing game. Okay, let's make sure to find... What's up?
What do you...
Please tell me something. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I don't have this one yet. Fair enough.
Let's talk.
That's... Why?
Okay, fair enough.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Let's see, now we need to just find a way out and...
God bless you.
Oh, totally not dangerous. Totally not a weird situation. Let's talk to him. I mean, what could go wrong?
My friend.
He's just a drunk tort.
I'm well, thanks.
Wonderful! I'm celebrating today, you know? There's been a great event, terrific. I have a son, healthy and strong as he should be. A miracle, my man. A miracle.
Yeah, I'm sure your son is very happy to have a dad who is drunk in the midst of the city. It's me, God, I don't care.
That's really something. Congratulations.
Thanks, friend. You know, for a long time, me and my wife...
Oh, no. No.
You know, we started to think something's...
Don't tell me.
Then she started drinking this concoction. Yarrow, sage, and... And wouldn't you know? First try, boom! Belly like a barrel.
Aye. Herbs can work wonders. All it took was one decoction.
Work it did, and how? The wife's healthy, so's the baby.
Yeah,
That's a
good
joy
for him.
and a happiness.
He
in this
celebrated
day and
well.
age. I mean, some people say that bringing children into this godforsaken mess, well, it's practically a sin.
I could
Bollocks, if
argue
you
that.
ask me. There's always a war going on somewhere. There'd be no babies born at all.
Yeah.
Thinking like that.
Our
How
poor
about
planet.
you,
How
friend?
would our planet
You have
just
any
survive
young
without humans?
Perhaps. Who knows? But I haven't heard anything to make me think so.
That's good. Well, hey, you're young, on the move. You never know what might befall you, do you? Children are a joy. When they stare up at you with those barely seeing eyes. And when they grab your finger with their tiny little hand, you're hooked. Hooked for good. But...
I don't know, maybe this just applies to your own children, but
every fellow
like,
has to discover that for himself.
I don't know, like
Well,
human
you take care for now.
human
You
youngs
too.
just don't
And watch your step if you want to get home in
catch
one
me
piece.
too much.
God be with you and have a pleasant
When I see
evening.
cute, you know, when I see cute dogs, cute birds, hell, even cute horses, you know, I'm like all in this, oh, how cute, let me pet it, let me hold it, but I don't have this for humans. I don't know why. Maybe because human babies are just not as cute as, like, animal babies are. Like, when it comes to cuteness, animal babies really start with a much, much higher, I would say, with much higher stats. So probably animal babies are quite high on the charisma scale. Kuttenberg at night. something that I really would like to see in real life as well. No. Damn it.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
No, I need a place to crash, girl.
Excuse me.
Greetings.
Girl, I need a place to crash, please. Okay. Oh, it's probably this one here. Well, as long as she's chilling here, she will just get mad and annoyed. I don't know if babies look angry and scary. Like, they're like, I can't understand why people find them cute. I just don't. I guess nature just wanted me to be different in that point. Okay, now we're sitting comfortable, and we can take out the book and get some skill points. How's that? Okay, I'm too noobish for this one. Take the horse riding one. And since this room doesn't belong to anybody, I don't expect someone to come and annoy me. Oh, yeah. Shut up.
Get off your ass and leave. Now
It's
not a good
this annoying guy again. Flippin' heck. This dude is so annoying.
God give you health, sir.
But Havel is nowhere to be found. This is not him. This is not him. So how am I even supposed to read a room when he's not here? Makes things more difficult and complicated than they are already.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Excuse
me? And just...
This is the life.
Let's just sit here then. And I'll not talk to the women, I'll just read a book. Just like back in school. I can't talk to Meinhardt, he doesn't want to talk to me. I have to talk to him when he's out in, like, on the streets. Or at the arena, but he doesn't want to talk to me in the tavern, unfortunately. I think... Was this the tavern that I actually booked a room in? I think it was this one. Yeah, I guess it's this one. Okay, let's go. Let's get going! Because we need to find a place to crash. But damn, like, this city is huge. I mean, for, you know, KCDs or medieval standards, of course, it's not comparable to games like GTA yet. But, you know, for a medieval roleplay game where everything is detailed and you can, like, enter most of buildings, this is pretty darn good. Yeah, I'll have to talk to him during daytime when he's at the arena. But, you know, I probably won't even do this in this stream today, Big Yo, because time is running out and I really need to get some progress in the quest line. So I'll focus on the quest lines instead. Good nights of sleep. Damn it. And we're at 28 degrees and now we're back to 29. While Henry's napping, I'll just get out and see if the rain stopped so I can open the window again. I'll be right back with you guys. And I'm back. Yeah, still raining. Gosh, I hate living in the city. Like, I complain about the city a lot, but it's a disaster. Housing prices got so ridiculous. You know, some years ago, like 10 years or something, the city was somewhat affordable. That's why I moved here. You know, because it's a boring city. There is nothing. The city doesn't offer you anything. If you...
Morning, Henry.
Career options are a complete disaster here. Like, not a complete disaster, but they're rather weak. It doesn't have a very big, you know, cultural program. Nightlife is a complete disaster. Like, don't go out at the evenings or at night here. There are just a few clubs. They all play the same trashy music and have the same trashy visitors. Like, the only good thing about this city that I live in is it's close to the Baltic Sea. But since the weather is bad most of the year, you don't really benefit from it because you will not go to the beach and swim in the ocean, in the Baltic Sea anyway, so. But yeah, prices like really got expensive, and at that point, I would even say that the city is not worth its money anymore. Like, there are better choices somewhere else in Germany. But yeah, I'm stuck here for a few more months, probably around 1 to 2 years, and after that, things will look better, and I'll be able to leave this trash old apartment that the landlord doesn't really care about. Because why invest money if you can just, you know, cash out, because you have enough people who... Oh, let's see the Garden Eden. I'm gonna check that one out. Because you have enough people who will just pay the rent because they need a place to stay.
What a nice day.
It's locked. Damn. Maybe I'm... Nope. I can't sneak my way in. Damn. Wait, I can't make my way in. That's good. Let's see. Whoop. Just go for a quick spin here. Oh, it's this garden.
Beautiful. Like the Garden of Eden.
You shouldn't be here.
Oh, cheers, man. I'm already leaving.
Get going, right now. That's it. Go now.
What a rude gardener. Like, I came to appreciate your garden, and you act like this.
You're always welcome here, noble.
You know what? Stay in your stupid garden. I'll not visit you anymore. Enjoy having your little garden to yourself, man. How rude. That was just hella inappropriate. You know, I just wanted to check out the garden. Wollte doch nur eine Ruhe in the Bier trinken. Oh. Sweet. Hey, Relaxes Market, damn.
A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take a look. What would you like?
Nothing.
Well-made pots.
Nothing. And also, why the hell is it muddy all the time? Did it rain? Like... Just saying. You know?
I apologize. You not.
Interesting.
Sweet pies.
Oh, Saddler.
Greetings.
Sweet. Let's see, does he have something that I might need? Nah, these gloves are just kind of... Brabantsattel, Junge! Drachensattel. think... Ooh. Okay, this one is new. I don't have this one yet. And it's not that expensive, so let's go for this, I would say. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's just... I mean, I don't need those things, but I just want to have it.
I'd like to do something about that.
Well... Hi, you're convinced. I'm glad you found...
I don't need those things, but hell yeah, I want them. Hell yeah. Like, no, I actually need them. Sweet.
You were looking for, sir.
Now let's sell the old stuff back to him, and we can continue. But damn, it was really a good choice to come to Kutnahora for some trading.
Let's talk.
Do we have a deal? We're near. Finally! I was glad
The
to be of
finest
help to you,
wares,
sir.
quality goods.
Tim, chamber pots are not a thing. There are pictures of chamber pots, yes, but usually those pictures are from the 16th century, and they're never showing you something that is happening just because someone wants to empty the chamber pot onto the street, but because something is happening on the street below the window. Like, for example, there is a musician who is playing very, very badly, or you have a fire burning because some children are playing there and, you know, making a little fire. And that's when you see actual people pouring on pictures their chamber pots out of the window. They would not do it just for fun or something, because cities were kind of exclusive. They had very strict laws when it came to hygiene and how streets are allowed to be used and not. People would never empty the chamber pots on the street. Also, don't forget that feces at some point are also a resource. People in the cities had gardens, and I think that this game actually shows this kind of well. But you see, you see those houses, and in the backyards you see different gardens all the time, and this is something very common, that you would have small gardens in the cities, and people would use pieces to, kind of as fertilizer. We have castles which had like written down resolutions who was allowed to pick up the pieces below the so-called Abortäcker, the place where people would, just shit over the wall out of a wooden box, basically. And there was basically a deal who was allowed to come and pick up that shit and take it to the fields. The Middle Ages were not as trashy and dirty for one certain reason. Everything was a resource. Like, which trash should be lying in the streets? The Amazon packages? Nope. Whatever you have, you would either recycle it, burn it, or throw it onto the composter and make fertilizer out of it.
What are you doing here?
Right, chill, girl. Chill, Süße, ja? So, chamber pots are not a thing. Maybe I'll be able to find... let me... Just give me a second. Maybe I'll even find the picture many people are referring to. Give me a moment. Ooh, like, this is very slow. Okay, my keyboard decided to not even type anymore. Yeah, okay. I have to... my keyboard just died on me. Sorry, I'll just have to replug it for a second.
Praise the Lord. Good to see you. My respects.
We've got enough to go around. Anything you need. Good day.
Okay, now I'm back. For some reason, my keyboard decided to take a little nap. And by take a little nap, I mean it just decided to kind of crash on me. I mean the driver kind of decided to crash on me. But yeah, it's your fault, Tim. Sorry, it's all your fault. I'm the professional master streamer here. Subscribe to my channel, and it's all your fault. Just blame it on the others. Oh, here, yeah, that's basically it. This. Let me see. Can I get this picture in a larger scale? Come on, Wikipedia, don't be like that. Just give me a decent source. I don't want any watermarked trash. But do we have will people actually use it? On this? Nope. Anyway, so let's just take this one. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get a better one. Let me go for this one here. This is probably the trashiest deception of what I mean, but like you will see several different pictures like that where people actually pouring stuff from their chamber pots onto the streets. But yeah, basically, if you see something like that, you usually don't see just someone pouring stuff onto the street for no reason. But like in this case, the woman is pouring the chamber pot onto the streets because she is pretty annoyed, you can tell by her face, by the musicians on the street. And in most deceptions where you see people like pouring stuff onto the street from the chamber pots, it's just something is happening below the window and very annoyed by it. If you would do that in the Middle Ages, in most cities, they would be very, very strict to that, and you would have to pay a fine. Like everything was heavily regulated. For example, people were also keeping stock in cities in the Middle Ages. Like here in KCD, they made quite a good deception of, quite a good representation of that, because you can see it right here. You have chickens here in a pen, and that's not uncommon. People were having animals in the city. People were also having pigs in the city, but there were very strict rules through which streets and when you were allowed to actually lead the pigs. You're not allowed to just, lead them through the city every time you want. No, there are rules. If there's one thing German people love, then it's over-regulating every aspect of your life. Germans love this. So, of course, every aspect of city life was pretty much over-regulated. But overall, cities were rather clean places. Like horse apples, for example, you're supposed to clean after yourself. Plus, it's also a resource. It's fertilizer for the gardens in the city. What was my plan, by the way? Oh, wait, there's a scribe. Let's go to the scribe.
May God give you help, sir.
And of course, there were some parts of the cities that periodically did not smell so good. For example, if you would go to the areas where you would find people working with hides and tanning levers, tanners, when they would actually set up the broth, basically, for tanning, it was smelling pretty nasty. But Well, I mean, that's not different nowadays times. You know, we always tend to think that the Middle Ages were so terribly dirty and smelly and such, but I mean, if you think about your local city, you know, there are some parts of the city you also don't want to visit. And we kind of have the, I would say, the tendency to take everything that we deem as, you know, dirty and unhygienic and unpleasant in city and push it towards the Middle Ages. But the fact is, a lot of these things that we may be annoyed about are still present in today's cities. Like, take, for example, the problem with, like, dog shit in cities. You know? Common problem. Trash in cities. Common problem.
You're always welcome.
Some parts of the city stinking like piss all the time. Common problem. That's nothing that's exclusive to the Middle Ages. These are problems that we as societies have not solved for, like, as long as big cities exist. Because not everyone is following the rules. That's basically the issue. Yeah. You know, that's the thing, Tim. Germans just love to overregulate stuff.
Show me your wares.
And you can't bet your boots if you have... I mean, you know how Germans freak out if you don't separate your trash, you know? Now imagine someone in Germany just pouring his, you know, chamber pot onto the streets. Like, that would probably lead to a complete riot in the neighborhood by the angry neighbors. Oh, let's... Damn, these are books that I don't have yet. Let's get this one. And especially, we have a ton of books that we don't need anymore. We can actually get rid of those. Take all of them? I did. Okay, good.
Let's talk about...
Damn, I still have to pay a lot of money. You should just give it to me for free because I'm such a nice
you
guy.
convinced me with that price. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Yeah, like, you know, that's what I'm talking about, Tim. If we would just ask ourselves that the things that we deem as primitive and exclusive to the Middle Ages are so exclusive to the Middle Ages, in many cases we would consider it as a common thing even in today's society. What was different in the Middle Ages was food quality, especially meat quality. When it comes to storage, people did not have refrigerators, and that led to problems. It was much more common to actually catch parasites in the Middle Ages. Much more common. Like, even though the Middle Ages are not as bad as people tend to present it, or especially popular media likes to present it, we should not, you know, romanticize them and portray them as all nice and beautiful and stuff, because they definitely were not. They had massive downsides. For example, you know, parasites and overall medical support, medical care that you can get. But what I really like about KCD, that KCD does a lot better than several German documentaries. When you walk through the city, do you notice something? Yeah, they have windows. Either they have glass windows, which were a thing then, or people had those wooden window shutters. But they could actually open and close windows. In some documentaries, you actually see that, especially Terra X documentaries are famous for that in Germany. You will see that people in the Middle Ages had to use hay to close the windows and isolate them. What? How people in the Middle Ages put hay into the windows? Freaking stupid. Like, if they could not make wood shutters, or get glass. But one big difference till today, fires were a lot more common because, unfortunately, of course, good sources of light were sparse. You would usually use something called, if you were not very wealthy, you would use Kienspan, and Kienspan was nothing but the part of a tree stump with a lot of resin in it. So it would burn down very slowly and with a very small flame. And you would just put this on a special metal holder, and this would be your light supply for the night. Or, of course, oil lamps. Now you know why fire hazard was a thing back then. Most of those houses are made out of wood and clay. Only a few made out of stone. Shut up, dog. I'm tired of you. Okay, look, I saw it, okay? And oil lamps are not the most safe source of light. Speaking of, but they smell very good. Especially if you use, for example, fat from cows, you know? Like, cow fat is amazing for oil lamps because your house will just smell all the time like steak. So if you're a vegetarian, that's not so pleasant. But on the other hand, you chose to be a vegetarian, so I don't care. Life choices, not my life choices.
You there? Are you looking for work? We're hiring labourers for the vineyard.
Of course I look for work.
Are you hiring?
Us? Always. But don't be fooled. It's hard work. Days spent bent over in the sun. It's not for everybody. But you'll get a few groschen, something to eat.
A few
and a place
groschen!
to lay your head.
Whoa! A few groschen.
That sounds good.
I'll tell you tomorrow. For now, go and speak to the custodian, Jerome. He'll tell you what to do. Any questions?
What's in that building in the middle of the vineyard?
Vineyards aren't just vines. They need a place to sort, press, and wash the grapes. And we also need a place to lay our heads.
Achinor, welcome to the stream. Sorry if we forget to say hi to you.
After all.
Root Starion. But I have an excuse here. 28 degrees Celsius. So that's my excuse. My brain is like on 50% capacity today. Yeah, for example, chimney fires are also dangerous. And the thing is, lanterns are safe, but you need to have a lantern. And also, candles, expensive. Like, really expensive.
What's the master custodian like?
Jerome? He's my cousin. And he gave me this job. Can't complain about him.
And the others?
I don't know, but I've never heard any complaints. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
What if I'm not up to it?
You have 2 arms and 2 legs, and that's all you need. The only thing we won't tolerate is someone slacking off. We have a lot of blowing.
I would never slack
off.
off.
So don't expect any breaks. If you laze about for even a day, you'll be out of here. Understand?
I understand. I'll be going then.
All right, run along. Jerome will be waiting near the winery. And remember, wine is liquid gold. So we keep everything well guarded.
Don't worry. I don't steal.
I have to say that because we do get light-fingered individuals here from time to time. And now you know everything. Off you go to work.
I'll be going.
All right.
Don't worry.
I have. And now... See you soon, my friend.
Ooh, pretty. But yeah, light sources in Middle Ages were a very special topic. But yeah, that was my little excursus. So sorry if I'm like bothering you with educational stuff, but I'm a nerd, you know.
My respects.
That's Yeah, just my thing. Soak up knowledge that I probably will never use. But hey, I had a reason to use it. Donnie! Привет and welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. How are you doing today, man?
I'm supposed to report to you. I'm new here.
Excellent. Another young shoot ready to sprout.
Hey, finally
and
someone with
produce
glasses
the
again.
delicious fruits of labor.
Right. The shoot. That's me.
Forgive me, young man. I'm always pleased by the presence of someone who enjoys working.
I love working.
In any case,
I love
I
work.
was sent to ask what you want me to do.
You'll start today. Because why wait? There are a few hours left before the velvet blanket of night covers our vineyard.
Of course. I'll get to work then.
Excellent. What enthusiasm. What vigor. As our youngest laborer, you will be in charge of the eternal battle against the weeds that choke our beautiful plants.
Shit.
As soon as you spot one, imagine your King David and uproot that evil from our land forever, just as he uprooted the Philistines from Israel.
If you hand me a slingshot, I can take on Goliath.
We hand out slingshots in autumn when we have trouble with starlings. Apart from that, you'll sometimes see a sack at the end of a row. In it are clippings and bad plants which you will take to the dung heap behind the winery here, where their earthly existence ends in the process known as decay.
All right. That doesn't sound too complicated. Weeding and organizing a funeral for some plants.
To tell the truth, lad, work in the vineyard isn't complicated, but it is hard.
I really like the
therefore
voice
suggest
actor. I
you
don't know why,
don
but I could
a
listen to him
vintner's
for
crown,
hours.
A straw hat.
Oh
Do
man.
you have any other questions?
What's in this building here?
This is the winery, lad. It's the heart
A
of
very
the
distinguished
vineyard.
gentleman.
Of
Yes,
course,
indeed.
the grapes must ripen in the vineyard and are harvested there. But here in the winery they are sorted, pressed, and poured into barrels. As soon as we put the wine in barrels, it travels to the cool and dark monastery cellars, where it ages.
Where can I lay my head?
I shall take you there right away. I have to show you where to take the sacks in any case.
Forgive me, but why do you talk so strangely?
Truth be told, you're not the first to ask such a question. But the answer is simple. Our time on this earth is too short and precious to leave behind something ordinary. And I'm quite adept at speaking, unlike other human activities. So why not at least leave behind a pleasing impression?
I wonder what I'll leave behind.
I don't
Trouble.
know, lad, and neither do you. But eventually the loom will run out of thread, and it's up to us what we leave behind. Whether it's a plain cloth or an ornate tapestry.
Oh man, I really like this
get to
guy.
it then.
Kind of
May
feel
God
sorry
bless your
about him.
work. On
But
you
I'll
go, lad.
steal here. Oh, fuck, I should actually abort this quest. But on the other hand, if I don't finish it...
I have more.
Ask a...
How are you doing here?
The life of a winemaker is similar to the life of the vine itself. It seems showered with sunshine, but it isn't possible without tenacity and resilience. Here in the vineyard, we wake up and go to sleep with a single thought: how to bring to life a divine miracle, the nectar of wine.
Aw.
For it truly is a miracle. A truly fine wine can enchant kings and priests alike. And if we can create such a wine, then our time in this world has not been in vain.
What does your job entail?
The administration of the monastery vineyard consists mainly of thorough organization.
Art is the attempt
I
of
allot
man
the
to
jobs
create
to the
something
workers
bigger
and make sure
than
nobody
himself.
neglects anything. But it's not just about people. I have to take care of the vines themselves and oversee their health and quality every day. True, the Sedlets Monastery has many vineyards, but this is one of its crown jewels.
All right.
Here it is, the final resting place of weeds from our vineyard, and a vast haven for flies, the dung heap. This is where you shall bring the sacks, and moreover, after a hard day's toil, you can lay your head down in that hut over there. Questions?
Now I know everything, I can get started.
Wonderful, lad. Now, get to work. The vineyard is large.
That will be a lot of work, I guess. Ooh, but look at the view. Wait, maybe we can get a little bit higher here. And get an even better view on the city of Kutnahora. Let's see. Hell yeah! Check this out, guys. This looks really good.
This must have been something last night.
Someone really obviously had a quite good time here. Yeah, someone really had a good time.
The chicken has had enough.
Hell yeah. What a view. Bye, Mutt. Mutt decided to leave us.
Interesting.
Let me just take a screenshot of our beautiful, beautiful Henry here.
That's a good one.
The chicken is not raw, it's actually cooked. Still, I'm not brave enough. Or to say it in other words, I'm not stupid, but $20 to $80. But I don't see $20. So this is definitely not going to happen.
The view from here is nice though.
That's my take regarding that. And whether we will be able to fine dine with the sun-cooked chicken or not is something up to this weekend. Because, guys, time's running out, and so is my time running out again. It was a pleasure to stream for you guys, even though it's actually boiling hot in here. But what can you do? These are the circumstances, and I don't want to chicken out. Speaking of that chicken over here. So I will not chicken out today, and I will not chicken out for a weekend. Meaning, if you want to catch up on the next stream, make sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description below. Leave a like and comment on this video because it really helps me in the algorithm, and especially subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining me on this little expedition through medieval Bohemia, and I'm looking forward to the next one when we solve the mysteries of the excellent wine and maybe create some competition for this winery. We'll see about that in the next stream. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see each other during the weekend. Until then, have a good week, drink enough, don't melt in the hot sun, and enjoy summer as long as it lasts.